Hi, have you seen zombie movies? Well, I wanted to start the season, The Walking Dead, but then I realized I see The Walking Dead every day in my class. Like, really? They don't have guns or batons to beat other people with, but they have those dead stares by which they kill the motivation, whatever is left of the motivation of the teacher who comes grudgingly to the class to teach zombies. So, don't be a zombie. And let me define what a zombie is. Zombie is a person who comes to the class with the money usually paid for by their parents, who have toiled a lot, and the student comes in the class and is totally and utterly disconnected with the process of education. He or she is in the class but is mentally elsewhere. At times they are not mentally elsewhere either. They are just there, but they are in their nothing box in which nothing penetrates, and they are just sitting there and waiting for the class to be over. Some even sleep. At times the fault lies with the teacher. At times the class is very boring, the subject appears very dry, or the teacher and students do not connect at times, and these are valid arguments. But still, there are a lot many zombies in the class. And I have struggled with students, and for over 8 years now, I try to make them talk, and a few are very inquisitive. And the students who are inquisitive, I believe, are those who haven't had their soul sucked out of them by the zombification process of our modern education, starting from a very tender young age and as they move up to kindergarten. So when we stop students from asking questions, then we start turning them into zombies. When we stop encouraging students from asking questions, we start turning them into zombies. When we teachers, in our own insecurity of lack of knowledge or lack of effort that we ought to put in our own education, and we suffer from insecurity, then we discourage questions. And all these small discouragements slowly stifle and hamper the process of that innate innovation and the quest of children that they need to ask questions. So what happens is that till the child has grown up and is in the university where the poor child comes to me, he or she is a complete zombie. And there are degrees of zombification. Some zombies are those students who have vowed very sacredly never to ask a question, never to take part in a discussion, and never to participate. And some zombies are those, if you poke them a little, and like the movies Warm Bodies, they have this in them that they can break free of that cycle. And some, however, are free spirits, and those are the students which are the easiest ones to talk to, and which I love, is that a teacher loves to be questioned. Every semester I walk in the class and I ask students that I would be very delighted if I have to read for something that you ask me. If you ask me a question and I do not know the answer off the bat, I'll be very glad, because I'll be forced to go back and study. So few students do ask questions for which I have to study, but usually it is not the case. So my advice to you, my dear friends, is that please do not be a zombie. If you are in the process of becoming a zombie, please stop that and leave the people who are trying to make zombies out of you, and understand that it is your money, it is your parents' money, and it is hard-earned money, and it is not cheap. University education, private university education, even high school education in Pakistan in good private schools is not cheap. Your parents literally have to break their backs to pay your fees and for your tuition and your clothing and your foods and all sorts of things. So students, please do not be a very bad customer. You know what is a good customer? Good customer wants the value for his or her money. So if you go to a restaurant and you say, okay, this is 1,000 rupees, I need value for my food. So you want a big platter of whatever food you have, and it ought to be tasty, it ought to be good, it ought to be healthy, and you should leave satisfied. But students are a very rare zombie commodity, and in that they pay full price, even pay fines to university, but ask very little in return. They do not ask their teachers, sir, you ought to teach us more. Well, my ears are begging to hear this. Just once in my life, if anyone could say, please sir, though the class has ended, but we would like to continue our educative process. Never ever. what I hear is, sir, we are dead, sir, we are dying, sir, I'm about to die, please give my regards to my parents, see you in the other life. See, this happens. So please, my dears, do not be bad customers, please do not be zombies, ask questions. And for asking questions, you need to have an open mind. So please cultivate an open mind. Thank you so much.